Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine hearing the words, "Today might be your last day." Sounds unsettling, right? But what if I told you that ancient Stoics like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca believed that contemplating death wasn't morbid? It was the ultimate key to living fully. In this video, we'll dive deep into timeless Stoic lessons about mortality and how they can unlock a richer, more meaningful life. By the end, you'll see death not as an enemy, but as a powerful teacher. So stick around because the last lesson might just change how you live forever. Lesson 1. Memento Mori. Remember you will die. The Stoics practiced Memento Mori, a reminder of mortality. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." For the Stoics, remembering death wasn't meant to inspire fear. It was about clarity. When you realize that time is limited, procrastination loses its power. You focus on what truly matters: relationships, passions, and inner peace. Think about it. If today were your last, would you scroll aimlessly on social media or call that friend you've been meaning to reconnect with? Death, for Stoics, is a compass pointing toward a life well lived. Imagine waking up tomorrow with no guarantees about how much time you have left. What would you do differently? Keep watching because the next lesson will show you how death helps you prioritize what really matters. Lesson 2. Living with urgency, the gift of impermanence. Seneca, in his essay on the shortness of life, warned against wasting time. He said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Acknowledging impermanence pushes us to live with urgency, not panic, but purpose. It's easy to delay dreams, assuming tomorrow is guaranteed. But when you embrace the reality of death, you stop waiting for the right time and start living fully now. For instance, instead of saying, "I'll travel someday," you book that ticket. Instead of bottling up emotions, you express love and gratitude today. Picture yourself at 80, reflecting on your life. Would you feel regret for the risks you didn't take? Keep watching, because the next lesson will teach you how Stoics turn death into their greatest ally for courage. Lesson 3. Courage through mortality, facing fear head-on. Epictetus taught, "I cannot escape death, but at least I can escape the fear of it." For Stoics, courage isn't about being fearless. It's about accepting the inevitability of death and moving forward despite it. When you stop fearing death, you stop fearing life. Think about public speaking, starting a business, or confessing your feelings. What often holds us back? Fear of failure, embarrassment, or rejection. But in the grand scheme of mortality, these fears shrink. Death reminds us that life is too short to let fear control us. Courage, then, becomes a byproduct of accepting mortality. Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, afraid to jump into the water below. Now imagine someone whispering, "One day, you'll wish you had taken that leap." What would you do? Stay tuned, because the next lesson uncovers how the Stoics found freedom through this perspective. Lesson 4. Freedom through letting go, the power of detachment. The Stoics believe that understanding death leads to freedom. As Seneca said, "He who has learned how to die has unlearned how to be a slave." Many of us cling to things, possessions, status, even relationships, fearing their loss. But the Stoics saw death as the ultimate teacher of detachment. When you make peace with the fact that everything is temporary, you stop being enslaved by fear of losing it. This doesn't mean not valuing life or relationships. Instead, it's about cherishing them without clinging. For example, you appreciate a sunset more because you know it will fade. Think about the things you're holding on to tightly right now. How much lighter would you feel if you embraced their impermanence? The final lesson will show you how this mindset transforms your relationships and inner peace. Lesson 5, Gratitude in Death. Living with a full heart. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. When you reflect on death, you start seeing every moment as a gift. Gratitude becomes second nature. That cup of coffee in the morning isn't just a routine, it's a miracle. The laughter of a loved one isn't just noise, it's treasure. Acknowledging the fragility of life transforms mundane moments into sacred ones. This mindset helps you live more intentionally, appreciating life's small joys. Imagine walking through life, fully present and grateful for every moment. Wouldn't that be the ultimate way to live? Before you go, let's wrap up with the Stoic takeaway that ties all these lessons together. Closing thoughts. The Stoics didn't view death as an enemy, but as a silent guide, reminding us to live boldly, love deeply, and let go of what doesn't serve us. They believed that by facing mortality, we unlock the secret to living fully. So, ask yourself, are you truly living or just existing? Start today. Embrace the Stoic wisdom of Memento Mori and turn every moment into a masterpiece. If you found these lessons meaningful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights. And tell us in the comments, which Stoic lesson resonated with you the most?